Hey y'all.
Welcome to Rum Punch and Beignets with your favorite TDs, TDB and
TD Dime. We're here to give you our unfiltered opinions on current events and everyday life.
So sit back, relax with your favorite drink as we give you this TD realness.
Hey y'all, welcome to a new episode of
Rum Punch and Beignets podcast.
It's brought to you by Brew Crew Media. Check them out at BOOTKREWE media.com. This episode is also sponsored by Sweet Embrace. These quality handmade accessories are here to simplify your beauty routine with no tutorials necessary. They are pre-tied satin line turbans and headbands made to make protective styling easier and bad hair days a thing of the past. Make sure you visit them online at shopsweetembrace.com and follow them on Instagram at shopsweetembrace.
Oh, that was nice, girl. You perfected that one.
Yeah.
That was nice. It was so smooth.
I be trying.
So smoothly.
So this week's episode, we're gonna talk about no knock to all of our people of color and other demographics, but we're going to talk about the dynamics of Black relationships between Black men and Black women and how they play a part in how we operate with each other.
Exactly.
Firstly, I'm not going to generalize all Black men because all Black men are not the same. But you know, some men do want you to be that ride or die, and it's like, first of all,
before you even get into that, we got to introduce the guest.
Oh, damn. I forgot. Damn. We got to start over again?
No. So, yes, before she start getting into the ride or die, y'all know how T the Dime do. She gets off track sometimes, but we're going to get back on. So, before we start the whole conversation, we have my motherfucking dog, my cousin, you heard me, Isaiah. He's going to help us out with this conversation. Isaiah, introduce yourself.
I'm Isaiah, not too much to say. But I do love my Black women, and I think this is a conversation that is far overdue.
Yes. Highly agree. Mm-hmm. Yes.
And here we are, baby. We about to get it. It's gonna be ugly, but it's gonna be good though.
Right.
I mean, as a person who just fell before we recorded this episode, sometimes things hurt. And sometimes you got to scab, and sometimes you can't cover it up.
You get on up.
Yeah, you got to put some peroxide on it.
We fall.
Donnie McClurkin, I need you not to.
But we get up.
I'm already sick of these two, y'all.
Stand just to stand up. Ooh, down.
Ooh, and she got back up, y'all.
She got back up.
I feel like a fucking toddler. Y'all, if I had seen in slow mo the way I feel,
dog, I'm in real tears right now. Yeah. Come on, y'all, for real.
And then y'all, when I fell, the elderly who got a cane was like, "Are you okay?" It's like, you can't help me. I just might as well get up and hope nobody driving by saw me.
You're gonna have to help her too.
Exactly.
She was gonna make the whole thing about her too. I tried to help her, and
Lord, my back gave up.
I broke my hip. Okay, y'all. So we gotta be serious now. Okay. So in the Black community, there is a dynamic. Depending on who you ask, some people, if you ask some men, they may say it's a toxic dynamic. If you ask some women, the opinion differs, but we're gonna talk about that today. And not to generalize, but some men are like, in our community, are like, I need a ride or die. I need a down ass. Like, nigga, I am not Charlie Baltimore. And second of all,
even though that's my song,
right? About. And second of all, where are we riding to, and why do I have to die in order
get there?
Yeah, why I got to do that? And I just, I don't want to have to ask that question. Thank God for growth, because I don't have to ask that no more. But it's just like, don't put me in a situation as a woman, period. Don't put me in a situation where I'm fucked up, because you fucked up.
We need to just go ahead and dissect the whole term of ride or die. Absolutely. Because I feel like a lot of people get it misconstrued. Mm-hmm. They've been watching a lot of Scarface, BMF. Fucking mafia movies, BMF, whatever the fuck they've been watching.
Fairy tale
ass stories. No, I'm not gonna say fairy tale because some of them were based on truth, but it depends on what lifestyle you are living. You have to, and then even in that type of aspect, if that's the lifestyle you choose, that's the lifestyle you choose. You need to find somebody that fits into that dynamic. But most people don't want to live a chaotic life. They don't want to live a life where they have to look over their shoulders. They don't want to live a life where they feel like if they ride in a car at any given moment, they may die. That's just most people. I don't want to live like that.
Or get arrested.
Or whatever the case, I don't want to live like that. Sorry.
So y'all hear that, huh, fellas?
Who want to live like that though?
Now, if I was in that lifestyle, I probably would be one of them bitches. But I'm not. That ain't me. I'm not holy, but I'm not in the streets. I'm just gonna let you know.
Like, bitch, we crave stability. Like,
right? Yeah, I don't need that.
You hear that, huh? Stability.
Like, don't put me in
keywords.
I think first of all, ride or die. I think is a little bit more than just like the streets. I think ride or die, the term come from, things not always being peaches and cream. I think it come from are you gonna be there when I'm broke? When my account say negative 300 or something like that, and I don't have anything to, to get that feel. And
what it was, 50 said, them 21 questions. Yeah, better listen to them 21 questions.
I don't even know. Don't even listen to that shit. Just listen, period.
But that's the problem though.
Listen, nobody like to really listen.
Nobody would like to listen.
Yeah.
Especially.
He about to say it.
My black women.
See, I knew it. I knew he's about to say it.
He's about to bring the chaos.
I know y'all gonna kill me.
Look, it can't be no bad. It can't be no worse than past episodes.
Most black women are geared to be independent. Do y'all agree?
In today's age, yes.
But you know why that is, though.
I do know why that is.
In today's age, yes. I will agree. Yes.
Well, because I don't know about y'all, but I know I grew up in a broken home. My daddy was deceased already. I never met him or anything like that. But my mother, she never like married anybody, nothing like that. So the advice she always told me and gave me was, make sure you love yourself. That's cool and all that. But also she made sure whoever I choose, I had to let her know that, I'm the leader, I'm the one, and I chose you. And I think with today, our women, especially our black women, I'm so sorry to say this, but I think a lot of them, they just have a lot of masculine energy, and that comes from a space where, beta men, because we ain't gonna say all men, we're gonna talk about beta and alpha men too. Most beta men are ask women for money and be like ride or die, and like you gotta be a leader too though. You can't have a woman, oh man, do this, I need you to, and you're not nobody she can look up to.
Right.
Because it ain't gonna make sense.
Hello.
It ain't gonna make sense at all. You have to be a real role model, because once a man find a woman, that's his family. That's our sacrifice. Somebody come in the house or something while we in the bed, who's gonna, go down there and check the man.
Right.
And I think, women today, with them having, higher education, with them getting better jobs, with them, just expanding. And I love it. But they also forget the back part of that. The back part is you're a boss. And at the end of the day, that's cool, but you still have masculine energy, because guess what? No real man, no alpha man is going to want to deal with you, especially an alpha man with choices.
Yeah.
Because most women want to be happy, even if they got $100 million in their account, they still want to be happy. They want to be secure, and they want to be safe. They want those three things. And most of them forget, like, man, if you bossy and you this, it's kind of hard to be with a real alpha man, because the alpha man gonna have his shit together. He gonna have a car, house, whatever it is, he gonna have it.
Okay, so I'm gonna hop in this bitch. Okay, so I feel we have to differentiate the difference between an alpha man and woman and a beta man and woman. Because I do feel that we had this conversation before, and I want to say you mentioned that there is no alpha woman, right?
There's no such thing as alpha woman.
And I have to disagree, because just like there's hierarchy in men, there is the same in women, because there are some women that aren't capable of doing certain things that alpha women are capable of doing. Beta women, they'll accept just about any and everything. They'll accept all your flaws and the disrespect and give you all their money because they don't love themselves, because they haven't figured themselves out. They don't know that they can have more or do more. So they accept whatever is given to them, the scraps. Mm-hmm. And then I feel alpha women, they know exactly who they are. They are very much independent. They can take care of a house home, but they also, I don't want to say they know their place.
Hold on, let me stop you right there. An alpha woman, mm-hmm. You just described pretty much she can take care of home. So that means she got her own home, her own car. She's, she what, $100 million in her account, whatever. We're gonna just say something like that. What she's looking for though, she's looking for a man, right? To provide, protect, and secure her, right? Mm-hmm. What you just described was a male.
Yeah, but if she's a woman by herself.
You just described a male. Because if that's what you're looking for, you're not looking for anything because you already have it. So what man is going to come into her life? What alpha man is going to come into her life and accept whatever she got going on? What alpha man is going to accept her saying, well, you got to get with my lifestyle? We don't accept that. First of all, and we don't care about what you got in your account.
So let me cut in. So are you saying that women who are ambitious, I'll say ambitious since you say there's no alpha female, we'll say ambitious, for the sake of disagreement or whatever. So are you basically saying that like ambitious women who have their things together should just, and they do desire companionship, and say they partner that they going or connecting with or whatever don't make as much money as them and don't have the resources that they have? Are you saying that they should like egos out the window? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, hold on. Nah. I'm not gonna let you get it that one. This is what I know, right? Let me ask y'all this question. What is your ideal guy? And I want the physical, everything, spiritual, whatever, how you want him. And I want to know if y'all want him to make more money than y'all too. And it's cool. There's a quality of y'all's. I want y'all to tell me what it is. So
all the points of what we want in a man.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll start physically. He has to be black. He has to be black.
That's good.
I prefer him to be 5'9" or taller, because I'm a short girl, 5'9" or taller, and I like to wear heels. He has to have decent teeth. Y'all do not have no fucking gang banging teeth on me.
She's there, people teeth all the time.
I swear to God, do not do that. He has to look like he takes care of himself and like he actually loves himself. Okay, he gets a haircut when he can. If he's a busy man, I understand, but he know how to wash his face. He know how to clean his ass. Like, he takes care of himself. He likes to smell good sometimes. Like, please just take care of yourself. I need someone that's confident. I need someone that is ambitious, has goals, and not for everyone around him, but necessarily for himself. Like, he has his own personal goals, but I also know men, when they get in a situation, they think of everybody. But he has to have his own personal goals in life. I would like for him to be family oriented. He doesn't necessarily have to want kids, but open to kids. He can't have no more than 2 kids. Honestly, one child. 2 is reaching, but I might, depend on if you're a really good man, I might fuck with you, but 1.
1 is the minimum.
1 is like the maximum. 2 is like the overzealous maximum. Okay.
Fellas, y'all better take notes.
Please.
And 3 is a negatory.
That's not even happening.
You're in the danger zone.
Don't even step to me if you got 3. Okay, just keep on walking. He doesn't necessarily have to have an education. As long as you went to high school, you probably didn't finish, but you did something after. You know, education isn't the end all be all. But as long as you like to read, you like to do something more than just
You got a skill, some
type of skill. I fuck with you. Spiritually, he has to be supportive. He has to be a protector. He has to know how to take the lead, but also know how to step back when needed. And I feel like that's a major key for men, because men like to take on everything, knowing that mentally or emotionally they cannot. But we'll get into that later. I'm sorry, we'll get into that later. But anyway, he has to be a leader, but also be okay and know when to step back and let me, his woman, his partner, come in and be his partner. He has to be attentive, affectionate, emotionally intelligent, and
finances.
He has to be able, I feel like he has to be able to
annual rate. Just give me a number.
Okay, so depending on, I'm gonna go based off of what I do right now,
based off your lifestyle and what you want,
off my lifestyle and what I can provide for myself. So he has to make at least 35 to 40 right now. And I still make a lot of shit work for myself. And I'm only saying that because that's where I'm at. I'm at 35, 40 right now. So he has to at least make that or more. He has to be able to help me maintain my lifestyle. We both be on the same playing field as far as lifestyle or better. I don't believe in nobody being under me, but this is an asterisk. This is an asterisk.
There he goes.
This is the asterisk. If I am okay with someone making less than me, if there is a plan for themselves. Like I'm not fucking with nobody that just wants to make less because that's where they're comfortable at and that's where they want to stay. I'm a big dreamer. I have big goals and I want big things.
So she needs you to be making a little bit more than 35, 40.
I don't necessarily. I don't.
Hold on. She needs you to because you want somebody to upkeep your life. If y'all going out to dinner and going out to eat, who are you expecting to pay?
Him most of the time, but I will pay too. Okay, go ahead.
But you're not offering to pay. Let's be real.
I do.
You probably have, but on your ideal guy, you're not paying.
Because he's not going to want me to pay.
That's your ideal guy, right? So you got to be making a little bit more. You got to make a little bit more.
I'm not even going to say that's my ideal guy because there's been niggas that I've been with that are not my ideal guy and they still do not expect me to pay.
Hold on. That's your personal past right there. I just asked you,
that's
your ideal guy.
I will say this.
So you got to be able to keep her looking good and also keep yourself, in shape and stuff like that.
But I'm not.
So you got to be making at least about 75, 80.
No, actually, because I'm not going to say I'm always looking for him to pay for everything for me. I don't need you to pay everything for me, but I also don't want you to make me feel like I have to diminish my lifestyle to make you feel comfortable. Because I like to go on trips and I pay for my own trips. Okay. I like to go out the country. I pay for my own out the country trips. Okay. I like 5-star restaurants. I pay for my own 5-star restaurants. And I only make between 35, 40. So I make it happen. And I still pay my bills on time. My credit is still rising. Like, come on. If I can do that for myself, I want you to come in on here knowing this is the level that I'm at. And I want to at least match her for myself personally. And then I would like to help her. I'm not going to say I'm going to let you pay for everything. But if you offer and I'm like, I might really need that. I'm right. I might need it at that time. I'm going to take it. But it's not a demand. It's not a requirement for you to be in a relationship to pay all my bills and make sure I get my nails done, my hair done, all that. I make sure I get that done all the time.
Okay, so the amount of money, you're gonna stay at 35, 40.
Yeah, he has to be at least equal with me or higher.
Okay. So she just gave me her laundry list. So let me see what you got.
Well, this question was hard because I have who like I met.
Explain Justin then. God damn it.
Okay, so
Tell us
like,
wait, because I don't want you to, you know, I don't want you to put too much out there about your personal, relationship. I want you
this
because
man been on an episode of the show. He done already
because
did
I don't
it.
want you to give him all the hints though. You
Oh,
see what I'm saying? I
gotcha,
want you
gotcha.
to, let him learn a little something. I don't want you to throw out the whole. Don't give
The
him
whole
open book
shebang.
test. Yeah,
Gotcha.
don't give him open book test.
So, as we discussed on the relationship episode where Justin was a guest, we both manifested each other. I had a list of things that I wanted and things that I were willing to accept. And he has all of those qualities. Um, he knows that I'm busy. Like, we have the show. I have a real job. I'm a writer. So like I'm a busy person. Like I got multiple pots cooking. And he's attracted to that, an ambitious woman, because he's an ambitious person. He doesn't settle for where he is right now. He's steadily working toward something better for us. He's building something. And we had conversations. We always have conversations about like building things, getting better. And I ain't gonna lie, like, yeah, I gained weight when we got together because I ain't have to do shit no more. Listen, I didn't have to fight so hard to be,
Right.
I could still be the boss in my own lane with doing all the things that I do. And it wasn't off-putting to him. He didn't feel a kind of way. He didn't feel insecure about all the stuff that I have going on. Like he actually asked, he was like, I know you do yoga. Can I come in on that? Would you like if I, come in, go to class with you? I know you like to work out. Would you like if we work out together? Or I know you like this type of thing. Let's do that together. Like we've upgraded each other's lifestyles. Like I wasn't going to the spa before I got with him. I go to spa all the time now. What more could I ask for?
That's a blessing.
I have stability. We have a peaceful home. Like I don't have to worry about if this or this or this is gonna get taken care of because I have that partner that compliments me, and it's not we bossing each other around. He lets me be my busy ass self and overthink like hell, but then he always comes in and it's like, okay, well, this is what you need to do. He leads. And that's all I ever wanted.
Right.
I'm tired of fucking leading, bitch.
Right.
That's all I fucking asked for is to be with somebody that I could put trust in, have stability, peace, and know that I'm protected. To know that if you come with me wrong, he gonna come get you.
Exactly.
That's all I ever asked for. Not me having to defend myself or protect myself or use my guns or whatever. I don't gotta worry about that no more. That's all I ever asked for. That was always on my list. Protection, peace, and stability.
Benefits of it.
That actually encompasses everything.
Cause you know.
It didn't. And then also, it sounds like you're kind of in love with, the fact that he's not that beta dude neither.
Of course not.
That nigga, that is refreshing to not have to worry about that shit. To know that like you are a leader in your own right, and you're not trying to
fell in love with the person.
Yeah,
and not the fact that
is
everything better than the last.
Right.
Because a lot of black women, going to the next, and they
lot of
holding
women,
all that baggage from the last person. And I will have to say, black women especially, please stop doing that.
Well, see, you just gave me a whole laundry list.
I did, because I'm single. She already got everything.
Yeah, but you don't want to be single for the rest of your life.
I don't, but I feel like I gave very average ass shit. Like I gave very minimal base, being a good human being ass shit.
Granted,
you feel like you deserve not to say what I have, because that's not true. Like because our story will never be the same, but it's basically the same moral characteristics. I want that. I want somebody that's going to be compatible with me. I want somebody that actually sees me for me and not just lust after me because of what I look like. Right.
Yeah, but you got a lot of masculine energy though.
But I can have a lot of feminine energy as well, but I just haven't. I'm not gonna say I haven't. I have actually met some great masculine men where I'm like, okay, I'll step the fuck back and shut the fuck up. I have.
But all right, I want to key in on some things you said.
Okay.
especially with the if you run into a guy that's making less than you, he gotta at least be ambitious enough to want to grow, right?
Right.
That's like a quality of yours, right?
Yeah.
We don't really care about that though.
You don't care about wanting better for yourself,
Now we don't care about money, what you got in your pockets.
but wanting better
Because
for yourself.
no. Listen to me. Because if the shoe was on the other foot, if you was the one, let me ask you this question: you Brittany B,
Mhm.
you 100 million, whatever, like that. Everybody knew, but you just want to go somewhere and get a little sandwich, right?
Mhm.
Physically, this dude that you see at the McDonald's or the sandwich spot, clearly he not making what you making, right? You know this,
Mhm.
but he's like, into your eye, he's physically attractive to you.
Right.
Would you take him serious?
At the time,
see,
probably not,
He
but I would
flirting
flirt
you
with.
and
I would
stuff.
probably flirt with him.
Nah. He wants your number. He
I
trying
probably would flirt. Like if depending on my situation, depending on my if
Don't
I'm
you run from this.
no,
I
I'm
want you
not
to answer
running.
that question.
And here we
First
go.
of all, as
I
I'm
just
gonna
want you to
be
answer
very
the
honest.
question.
I'm
Are
gonna be
you
very
giving
honest.
him the number and are y'all going out?
First, I'm gonna be very honest. Brittany, for the most part, I'm probably not gonna talk to anybody because I already be having the bitch face, and I already be
That's
that.
besides the point, though. I want you to answer this. This is just a scenario.
But being in that situation, it honestly depends. I don't know.
But guess what?
I don't know.
You know, if the shoe was on the other foot,
he
would
still
take
would.
you
He
out.
still would.
He
Yeah.
would take you. He would take you serious too, because that's not a quality of ours. It's only 3 things we really want. Probably less than that. Just peace and real life unconditional love. Even though it's almost not realistic, but we want something close to that.
Right.
We not getting it reciprocated from the black women at all.
But I'm not going to say that's not true because it's not always true, because there's a lot of times, say y'all didn't meet at his job. Y'all met out in the street, and it's just, we see each other right here, right now.
But once you find out,
9 times out of not even 9 times out of 10. It depends. I would say like 7 times out of 10, maybe 6.5 out of 10. The woman is still gonna fuck with him if he's already shown characteristics of him being ambitious, of him wanting more, and him doing this.
If there's no ifs over here.
Yeah. So
you see what I'm saying?
This is my question. So you said that men in general only want certain things. What are the 2-3 things that men want?
Just peace and unconditional love, something close to unconditional love, because we know it's almost impossible.
Okay, so you meet a girl, you meet a woman, and I want you to be honest. She comes off as being peaceful and just this beautiful, I'm here for you, and da-da-da. And then you find out the bitch is crazy, batshit crazy. Why do y'all still stick in those chaotic situations? Or why do you choose? No, would you choose to stick in that situation after you thought that it was this way, she was this way, but you find out she's really batshit crazy, and she's not bringing any type of peace to your world or unconditional love? Do you stick with that?
You talking, all right, me, single, alpha, right? Nah, I may hit it, but I ain't gonna put up with it. So, because I don't have to.
Okay, so you don't have to, just like I don't have to. But interjecting, there's been a lot of situations where men and women, they go into a situation or into this flirtationship with someone, and they see them as what they present them as, and then they turn around and they actually show their true colors. But now we kind of stuck in this bitch right now. Not necessarily, but your feelings are kind of stuck in this shit right now. Now you've accepted this person all this time, and now you're like, well, they're showing me this person. Should I not accept them, or should I work with them? Because I've already seen who they can be. Do I work with them even though they're showing me this person right there? Maybe this is a phase. Maybe like how do I navigate through this?
And I'm telling you why she asking this, because on the flip side, black women get asked to do that all the time.
Exactly. I've been in this situation before.
What black women fail to realize and understand is we control relationships. We control who we really want to be with. Y'all control sex.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
So if you was dealing with that, then
That was a personal
you kind of
choice.
accepted it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would definitely say that, like, yeah.
You kind of accepted
Looking
it.
back on it, I'm like, okay, yeah, I chose to deal with this. I didn't have to. I chose to deal with it. Yes.
Exactly.
But why is it that
we get called bossy, not choosy, but we get called bossy, stuck up, arrogant. We get called all the names
when we have preferences of where we want to be in life or who we want to be within life.
Bougie,
and y'all can do the
bougie
same
and all of
thing.
that.
Those are insecure men, though.
But you basically,
any man tells a woman she insecure and all these different names just because she got her stuff together. First of all, she's an adult. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost. You know what I'm saying? So if you calling her all these different names because she handling herself, then first of all, you don't even be looking at dude. You don't even look at that dude at all.
Right.
You need to like you don't even see him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because he already insecure. He got his own issue. Like you were saying about the dude. He's sitting at home smoking weed. He got a bunch of baby mamas. He's not motivated at all. Nothing is motivating him. So you don't waste your time on people like that at all. But also, at the same time, once you run into like a real alpha man, you gotta know when to shut up.
Which I feel like
because most of them got choices. More alpha men not thirsty at all on no level.
Love it.
We going to a spot we ain't looking at nobody.
Love it.
Because we know everything gonna come to us.
But this is my question. So why is it when a woman who has preferences, and a lot of times it's not necessarily based off of monetary things. A lot of times I will say that media portrays it to be as though we have to have a nigga that has millions of dollars and all this shit like that. It's not always based off of that. But I will say, as a woman who is independent, who has to take care of themselves and who wants a real man that sees themselves as a leader. We already know this man that sees themselves as a leader doesn't want a woman to take care of him. So why would we accept a man that is willing for us to take care of him? Like, we already know the man that's our alpha male, that the man that's the leader of our home, he has what we have or more.
Right.
So why as a woman, why should I be okay with looking at or accepting someone who is less than me, even though I know that he's making less than me? Why should I have to be okay with that? Why should I be judged based on me making that decision that I want somebody who financially is equal as me or better? Why should I have to be judged on it?
And here's my question. Why I gotta be judged? Because, and this is a personal situation, I done called off a whole wedding before because I was like, bitch, I don't deserve this. I got choices. I got options. I got my shit together. Why should I have to put up with this? Like, because I just foresaw the future of how our marriage would be. I would be carrying the slack. Why am I the bad guy because I called it off? I got drugged for months for that.
You gotta give me a little bit more details. You called the wedding off. For what?
Because it was shit. And
this was the baby mama man?
No, not him. Oh. Hell no. Fuck no. I walked. That's his name on the show. Baby mama man. Ain't no ties. I walked away from that because I knew I deserved better. I know who I am. I know what I deserve. No, in another situation, I knew that things just kept happening. And I'm like, and I kept having to clean up the shit. And it's like, why I gotta keep like that? I don't deserve it. Like, that's not what I'm marrying for, to have to clean up your messes that translate. Because when you get married, other people, the other person's shit becomes yours, low key.
Right.
Because you're merging everything. So if your shit fucked up, I gotta come behind you and clean it up. I don't care what it is. It could be the relationship with your baby mama, because I got to deal with that. Because your children they're not physically my children, but we're a blended family. So I got to deal with the bad relationship, the bad vibes that you get from interacting with your baby mama, with your children, and you got to bring that into our home. Like, why I got to clean that up? Why I got to clean up the financial mess? Why I got to clean up? And I was just like, bitch, I don't deserve this. And I just walked the fuck off, sold a gown, sold a ring, and moved.
How long you was in a relationship with him for?
It was a minute. Like we knew each other, like we were friends for like buku before we even started dating each other. So like we knew each other from the time we were like 18 or 19. And then we didn't get engaged until I was like 30.
And he had kids already.
Yeah, and I knew that, which was fine because I had already made a decision. I don't want to physically be a mom. Like I'm cool with being a stepmom because I accepted at that age.
She don't want no kids.
Yeah, now, fuck no.
You accepted that at what, 18, 19, something
no,
like that?
I accepted it. No, he had them kids. I think we may have been. I can't remember. We were still in undergrad when he had them children. But like, as I got older, I accepted the fact that okay, you're gonna meet men that have children, and you're gonna have to evaluate the relationship they have with their children, not even the relationship they have with the mom, but like how they take care of their children. Are they taking care of their children? Are they active? Are they involved? You have to deal with that, especially once you get toward like, in your 30s.
Mhm.
Like that's a real thing.
Right.
And you have to address that within yourself personally, how you feel about that. And I felt how I felt about it, which was fine. I was cool with being a stepmom, like because he had a daughter. So I was like, it'd be cool to have a stepdaughter. Give her a different vibe than like her mom or whatever, and she could have best of both worlds.
Right.
And just a lot of shit with. It's weird because after I called off the wedding with this dude, some girl that he had started dating, his baby mama had started messaging the girl and like being real ignorant with her, but she knew not to try that shit with me because I don't get like that. I'm not on that type of time. And never had a problem with the girl, nothing. But like I called it off because I was just like, I know who I am. I know what I bring to the table. I know how I still have things and goals that I want to achieve. Like 30 don't stop nothing. I hate that notion that's being pushed on Black women. Like you turn 30, like your life is over. Like, bitch, no, it's not. You still got time.
It's just beginning.
And it literally got better after I turned 30. But, I still had things that I wanted to achieve. I had tapped into my writing bag and, I knew it was things that I wanted to get published, pieces of bunch of shit I still wanted to do, and made a list of shit I wanted to do. And I just was like, this is not gonna be like no Oprah and Stedman, and he just let me do what I want to do, and he just play in the background. This gonna be like I'm jealous, and why you like this, and why you bossy and name calling low key, and why you can't just let shit go when it's shit. I got picked on names. I got drugged for months about calling it off, and he said you was bossy and it's like little shit that showed me that I couldn't count on him. Like
that he wasn't an alpha male. That he wasn't somebody that you can depend on. Yeah,
like
you got some fault in that too, though, huh?
Because I wouldn't let him.
Nah, it's because how long you stayed.
You had some fun.
I stayed too long, huh?
You stayed.
But no, I
showed you who you was. No,
we started dating when I was like 28, and then I called it off. I called it off right before I turned 31, so it had been a minute.
So he never showed you any signs before that. And this is not even. I'm not even on his side, friend. I'm not even on his side, but I'm asking. He never showed you no signs.
Little pieces, because I was just like, okay, well, maybe I could look past this.
You overlooked it, yeah. You was like,
I could look past this
when
deficiency.
When they saw that red light, but you was like, man, it's not a real red light. It's a flash.
It's an orange light. I could,
when you make decisions like that, it's consequences.
Yeah.
Thus, I wasn't about to deal with the consequence. I realized I was like, okay. And then it got to a point where the little things started to add up. Like most women service their car, but they don't service in a timely manner. Guilty. Mm-hmm. Like my daddy still fuss at me. But like, if he seen my tire low, I'd be like, babe, I had to text him and be like, babe, can you go, fill my tire for me, or check and see if it's a slow leak in the tire, because I don't have time for X, Y, what I'm doing. And I don't want to be on the side of the road somewhere.
Right.
And I had to call you trying to prevent a situation.
Right.
And I had to tell him to do stuff like that. I had to tell him to take my car to go get the oil change because I got this to do for the wedding. Yeah. And it's like, I got this to do for the wedding. I can't ask you to go do it because I can't trust you to go do it. Like I gotta go meet with the chapel director. I gotta go meet with the
Sound like
I
she
ain't
was
gonna lie,
babysitting.
friend. I ain't gonna lie, friend. You let that go on too long. You shouldn't even got to the engagement.
nigga. I had to, and I think that's why after dealing with that situation, because let's see, I called it off. We were maybe 8 months. We were less than a year before our wedding day, because our wedding was supposed to be that summer. So I called it off like it may have been 8 months or something left. I had already bought both my gowns. I had the engagement ring. And my mama, I didn't tell my mama for like maybe a month or so that I had called it off because she was asking. She'd be like, how's the wedding planning going? And I'd be like, and then one day I just finally broke down. I said, it ain't. And she was like, she said, what happened? And I was like, I can't explain right now. I'm just dealing with it in my own way. Sold both my gowns, sold the engagement ring. And my mom was like, even before I told her what had happened, she was like, whatever you do, don't get a ring back. I said, I don't worry about that. I sold it.
As you should.
I sold both my gowns, and then a lot of money that was paid for like, deposits and payments on stuff. I couldn't get it back. And at that point, my piece was paramount.
Right.
And I didn't even give a fuck that I couldn't get all the money back that was paid. I was peaceful.
Now, what I can say that Black women do, probably most women, we always look over the fucking red signs.
We do.
We always
We
look
do.
over the fucking lights.
And then fault
Because
the man.
and we will fault the man because still he is at fault, but we also have to take accountability
He's
for
not
the
at fault.
shit.
That's how he is.
Right.
If he is,
He's a fucked up individual.
he's gonna be like that.
Which I get, he's still at fault for being a fucked up individual, but we are at a little more fault because we decided to take on this fucked up ass individual
And take him
think,
serious.
and think we can change him and make him a better man. That's our fault. We have all faults for that. And look, when you see the flashing red light, just take
go.
that as that's a yield. Stop. Think about it. Get the fuck. That's what that is.
That goes all the way back to, women,
Parenting.
especially Black women, trying to take the lead, and a role is to follow.
Nah,
But no, that
I
goes
think
back to like when men act like that. That goes back to like, and we talked about this on family dynamics, especially in a Black family. Like a lot of times, the boys, let them be boys.
Yeah, I think I really feel like it has a lot to do with women wanting to have a relationship, no matter if it's real love, fake love. They just want to be connected to someone, because prior to all of this shit went down, before our homes were fucking dismantled, before all of our men were going to jail and being taken away with drugs, death, all of this shit like that, we had real homes.
Yeah.
So as a woman, we want that dynamic, and a lot of times we try to get it by any means necessary.
Yeah.
And that's where we fuck up, because
big time.
we see that there's so many faults. We see where the drama is there. We see where this can never be a stable, a peaceful home, but we still try to hold on to it and be like, okay, maybe I could do something like this, or maybe I could do this, maybe I could change him, maybe if I just. But you can't.
As the legend Betty Wright says, God rest her soul. I'd rather have, in one of her songs, she said, I'd rather have a piece of a man as long as he come home, basically.
I be damn. I don't want no pieces of a goddamn man. I don't want pieces.
I'd rather have a piece of a man than just be free and clear.
Because she was a traditional woman.
In that time, yeah.
Right. Which in that time, I get it, because I know way too many. Like my papa was giving pieces of himself to everybody. Okay?
Papa was a Rolling Stone.
But that was how they were. And me seeing that, I'm like, I don't want a piece of no man. If I can't, because I'm gonna give you 100% of myself. If I can't give you 100% of myself and you can't return that, we can't really be doing this. Like, I can't just deal.
Well, all us not like that though. All us not.
No, not all men are like that. But you know how many pieces? You know how many men I got to get pieces from just to get a whole? That's a lot. You know how many dicks you got to be fucking and sucking to get a whole man? That's a lot, y'all. That's not.
And then too, on that note, like when it comes to like relationships between black women and Black men, you also kind of got to look back at like, women in our momo's generation. the way they grew up, that whole I'd rather have a piece of a man, like that's what they like. Yeah, we gonna fuss and fight. I'm gonna bust your head. I might try to stab you even.
You will get stabbed. And guess what?
Yeah.
She gonna take you to the hospital. You gonna get patched up, and we
And we
come
gonna
back
work
and I'm
it
gonna
out.
cook you a meal
And act like nothing happened.
And nobody go nowhere.
Yeah, everybody just stay till death.
It's work.
It is work.
When
It
you're going
is.
into a real, when you find somebody that you say, man, shit, I won't be with this person.
Yeah.
First of all, mentally, you gotta know, man, this person's gonna say some shit that hurt my feelings. This person gonna do this to hurt my feelings. And it's gonna hurt more coming from the person you in love with because
They know you
all
more.
your emotions, all your
Yeah,
emotions is
right.
built into that person. So you gotta have in your mind, you willing to put the work in.
Right.
Mhm.
And
You know
I
what
don't
I'm
think
saying?
our
You gotta put
generation
the
is
work
not willing to do that right now.
Yeah.
At all on no level because we got people like Cardi B saying shit like, I don't know if I can, but
Yeah,
saying
you can
stuff
cuss.
like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can
yeah,
cuss.
we cuss all the
she
time.
don't cook, she don't clean, but she got a
Just-
ring. She
Because
forgetting that
it's very true.
she gotta bring another woman in the bed to satisfy her man though.
This is
And
true.
most women don't like that. Most women
Right.
are territorial like a motherfucker.
Very. Yes.
Absolutely.
Especially real women.
Yes.
Ain't nobody gonna be looking for another Becky
Yes.
to come in the bed or
No,
something.
ma'am.
No,
Because we about to
Lord.
shut the
No.
bitch down.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Absolutely. It's gonna be some cussing and fussing up in here. I'm not
Somebody
do-
got to
And
Yeah,
I
no.
think just our modern women, they kind of like take that and run with it. What they got the what's the name of it? The OnlyFans and all
Yeah.
that they getting all this money, so they feel empowered. They feel like,
Which
I'm
we
not
should.
talking to him, but you want this dude that's making OnlyFans girls. They make some change.
They make
right?
some change.
So
Yeah.
they want dudes that's making a little bit more than them to keep up with that
That lifestyle. Yeah.
And our modern black girls following that shit, and they want the same kind of dude, which is in like the 5%.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
a low
Right.
percentage.
Especially for black dudes. You can't find a bunch of black men making $400,000-$500,000.
And if
And,
they-
and as we already said, like
If they're
earlier,
making that, they going outside their race
Right.
to marry. And I'm not gonna say all the time, not all the time, because
Most
a lot
of the time,
but a lot
lot
of times-
most of
more,
the time. You know why?
but most
though?
of the yeah.
Because our damn, I hate to say this.
and
but-
as we discussed earlier, like
Wait, let me finish,
we
let me
did.
finish it. Let me finish.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
Because it needs to be heard. It needs to be heard.
Mhm.
because most black women in their minds, for some reason, being too easy is a problem.
Because
Like
we
they
get
don't
fucked
want
over.
to. That's what they say. That's what y'all say. But
That's what it's happening.
you gotta think about those kind of men, those athletes, those artists. Those dudes not used to hearing. Those dudes not even used to being challenged. They used to getting things the way they wanted, how they wanted, when
yeah.
they wanted. So if you a black woman and you say you want to be with this dude, well, it's a sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? It's a sacrifice because this kind of lifestyle comes with some shit. It's
Can I
gonna
say
come with
compromise? It's a compromise, not a
It's-
sacrifice. It's a compromise.
No,
y'all.
Well, it's a
in most
sacrifice.
logical situations, and you
It's-
think logically, yes, it's a compromise. But in that situation,
It is a sacrifice.
It's
but
a sacrifice.
I will say this is
Because
like
that's your man, and a
but-
bunch of women want him too.
yeah, but but I feel like the piece that you're missing is once you know that that's your man, and once you know like y'all have this bond with each other. When it comes to outside noise, outside bitches, you know that they're there, but they won't disrupt what y'all got going on. You still gonna have to do your work, and you still gonna have to make sure that you on your P's and Q's. Yes, but it's us knowing that we have a man that's gonna stick beside us like we gonna stick beside them. Fuck all the outside noise. But as long as I know, I know bitches gonna want you. Cause my man, I already know my nigga, he gonna be fine as fuck. Bitches gonna want him. He gonna and it's not even on no money shit. It's his energy. It's how he presents himself.
His aura.
His aura
Mhm,
is all of that.
mhm.
They gonna want him just based off of that. And they probably don't. The nigga probably ain't got a pistol, pot to piss in, and a window to throw it out of. They probably don't even know that. That's not their business. He my nigga, and I'm gonna make sure he good. But everybody else gonna look at him and be like, "Oh, I want him to." I already know the bitch is going, because that's the type of woman I am. The niggas gonna look at me the same way and be like, "Oh, well, she did, she that. I'm lusting after her." And he has to be secure in that. He has to know when my woman steps out, even though she with me or not, somebody gonna be looking, somebody's gonna be doing this, somebody's gonna want, and vice versa. I expect the same. But that I need to know, even though that's happening on the outside, I need to know that my nigga know I'm his, and vice versa. We together, we solid. We don't have to worry about outside noise.
Mm-hmm.
Them kind of rich dudes. Most of them, like in
But
the
they don't
upper
even
class.
be rich dudes. It be the fucking
Regular ass
broke
niggas.
ass niggas that be doing this shit.
Regular
Well, see, them
ass.
dudes. That's you got to remember also too. Like niggas will fuck anything.
This is
You
true.
know what I'm saying? You gotta also keep that in mind.
Look at these baby mamas.
I ain't trying
I'm
to.
sorry. I'm sorry, Black. I'm
I'm
sorry.
sorry.
Why you do
fellas.
that? Why you do that?
I'm so
Now
sorry.
Now you
but
finna
I'm
have.
just-
Now you finna have the baby mamas coming after us.
I'm sorry.
We already had. Nigga,
No,
what?
look, I'm sorry.
Most dudes will hit anything, and when you run into you run into a dude, and most girls do this a lot. You know, granted, they probably not even virgins. Or I'm gonna make him wait. If I have however long.
Honestly, I hate that 3-month rule.
Oh,
Y'all stop
nigga.
that shit.
It's just like
That's some
it's just like
bullshit.
been and busted the
that
first
shit.
time. Like just been
That's
and
what I'm
busted.
saying. Because guess what? If you attracted to this dude, you won't lock him. Y'all gotta remember, it's 12-1.
Yeah, but also
It's 12-1 with us.
society always makes us believe that men don't want a woman that puts out easy, or men don't want a woman that are sexually in tune with themselves. But that's society. And we have to navigate through a lot of the bullshit that media puts out. We have to navigate through that. What I have learned, just me being the woman that I am, I've tried that holding out. Shit don't work.
It do
You
not
still gonna
work.
get fucked over, y'all. It
It
still
do not work.
they-
It don't even make sense.
men
don't.
make up their mind about you the moment that they fucking
Mhm,
meet you.
mhm,
The minute we see you,
mhm.
Just like women make up
The
their mind
minute
if they're
we
gonna
see
fuck
you.
a man the minute that they see them. Like we
Mhm.
already know. It's just when are we gonna do it?
why you think men are scorned way easier than y'all? We love at first sight, damn near. I don't give a fuck who he is. Before any one of us started being physical with women, we see a girl, we feel like, man, I'm gonna be with her for the rest of my life.
I've heard those stories.
But even in middle school,
Yeah,
we
that's
think
just a
this
real
way.
thing, yeah.
I'm telling you.
Early
and,
on,
and,
yeah.
and y'all niggas know I ain't lying. I'm exposing it. We see it. I don't give a fuck if it's elementary, middle, whatever. We see it. We think, man, she the only one I want to be with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when it don't work out that way, it's like, man, fuck women for life. But these
Yeah,
hoes
and
ain't
And you're gonna be
loyal
a dickhead
They
for the
be-
rest of your fucking life
Exactly.
They be-
until you
y'all do.
find
until you
that
find
other
out.
one
Somebody
that be
else,
like,
yeah.
okay, I'm not putting up with this shit. And you be like, oh man, she a tough one. Okay, yeah, I love her a little bit more. That's basically it.
I
That's
agree.
just-
I do agree
you
with
know,
that. I agree.
We not built to take too much of hurt and pain and stuff like that.
That's why if we ever fucked over y'all, the way
That's
that
why y'all
fuck
take it
over
the way
us,
y'all do.
Yeah.
And but I that's
It'll hurt us.
yeah, and I
nigga
get it.
be at your front door crying and snotting.
But
Talking
I
about,
want-
I'm sorry.
I'll
But-
be in the bathroom talking about
I'm gonna kill us.
do it.
Like, take me back, standing in your front yard and in front of your house.
But
I'm
even
telling
though,
you.
like, even with us knowing that, like, men, when they are hurt, y'all are hurt like deep to the core
For life.
For life. But what makes you think that women aren't holding on to that same type of scorn, that same type of pain for life?
Well, we know y'all are. We get that from first conversation.
So if that's
We get
the
that from first
case,
conversation. Y'all just don't get because it's sad to say, but y'all are so built and geared to just run things around y'all and y'all feelings and things like that. Sometimes y'all don't even be hearing us out. And we telling y'all the answers.
we don't. I will say that we don't listen because we are so more in tune with wanting to be in a relationship, wanting to be in love,
and stability. That's like
stability and all that.
big
Yes,
thing for y'all.
Because again, for us, we didn't like. For us, for a long time, it was women only could be stable with the man, and then Black women, for the most part, were stripped of that man, so we had to find stability on our own. And now we're still going through this process of understanding that there's still men out here that we don't necessarily have to be stable on our own, but we should still know how to be stable on our own. So it's hard to like us to navigate and balance being stable by ourselves and allowing a man to add to that stability and be the man in that
It's hard
situation.
Yeah,
It's hard
it's
for us.
hard.
Well, most of y'all got to realize that, being an adult, you don't get a trophy for that. So if you don't got nobody in your life that can like give you those certain incentives, you know, you got to pay your own bills, you pay your own car note, all that kind of stuff. You don't get trophies for that. You're
Right,
an
that's
adult.
regular shit.
So if you find somebody and they say, "Hey man, I want you to move," you find that man and say, "Move on me, move in with me." You know, we got the house, whatever, like that. You know, most of y'all are so geared into handling business on y'all
We're
own.
scared.
Y'all terrified. Y'all get, "Oh, I don't want my independence ripped away from me." Well, then that's your fault then.
No,
You just lost a really good man because the independence ain't being taken away from you. That's just in your mind.
Yeah,
you got
but
a man who's more than willing to pay everything, more than willing to do everything. All he just wants is peace.
which I get, but is the conversation being had to be like, look, I see you as the woman that you are, but I want to be the man to add to you. I want to be the man that gives you the stability where you don't have to do that anymore. I understand and see you as being that woman, and I would never take that from you. But I also want you to understand, like, I'm still here for you. I still got you. I want you to have this peace. And I don't feel like that conversation is being had.
Well,
they just come insert
What you
themselves.
need?
Well, in my situation, the conversation has been had because, you know, he realizes who I am. He doesn't try to strip me or be insecure about the things that I have going on.
But he's being patient with you too, huh?
Very much so. And
that's another
that's
key
key.
thing. Patience.
Patience
is
aside
key.
from compromise, patience is a virtue. And that not only goes to say with yourself, that's in these relationships. You
Right.
got to have patience because not everybody coming into a relationship made. Like,
Right.
you
At
bring
all.
in, and that's something I had to learn with this relationship. With, you know, learning that this person is not who they're going to be or who you think they should be coming in. Like, you guys are who you are. Yeah, they don't complete you, and I hate that notion of people like, "Oh, you complete me."
I hate that.
No,
complete
bitch,
shit,
I don't
compliment
no.
me, nigga.
You add value to my life, not compliment me, and we have that understanding and
Complete.
that boundary.
She meant to say complete, not compliment.
I said.
You
A lot of people say when they get married, they find the one, and
right.
they say, "Oh, you complete me." In
Yeah, you don't
our
want
case,
that.
we understood and had the conversation that you don't complete me. You do add value to my life, but you don't complete me.
Right.
I was who I was when I came in. I'm not, you know, you're not the missing puzzle piece. You just added value
Right.
And
to my life.
I think that's what a lot of Black women, they mentally, that's what they think there's going to go. It's going to go to, they're going to lose themselves in their relationship, and they don't want to lose themselves after finding themselves.
But a lot of them do
Tyler
though.
Perry. Tyler Perry always just victimized the rich man, and the hard working man is like the hero.
Right. And we
notice in all his
Black
movies
women,
is like that.
Black women don't necessarily want a hero. They want someone, they do want someone that's going to be there for
I ain't gonna say hero, but I just think, like, when you think of a rich Black man and stuff like that, most of y'all do think about like a Tyler Perry movie, like a man who just wants y'all to sit at home, cook clean, and all, and that's really not the case.
A lot of women do think that, but a lot of women who,
y'all
but
think
a lot of women
we think that, and that's the problem,
right? And
how do y'all know what we got going on?
That's why I say media.
We would like to see y'all at home when we get off and stuff like that, but
is that always the case though?
It's not. I mean, if y'all not at home, if we get off, then where are you?
But I mean, y'all should have that conversation. That should be y'all already know what's going on. Like
you're gonna see from the action from
right.
that man. Trust me, the way he want his life structured. Trust me,
right.
And you should know that if especially if y'all got plans on moving forward, moving in and together and stuff like that. The woman, you know, she got to remember her part is to cook, especially if I'm coming home at a certain time.
But I have to say this. I feel like most people are so fixated on a woman's role and a man's role in a relationship where they forget that everybody's relationship is different.
Right.
Everybody's relationship is not the
roles
same.
Don't change though.
But necessarily the roles don't change, but most of the time, if you're in a healthy relationship, compromise is a big thing. Conversation is a big thing, and honesty is a big thing. Yes, the woman is going to make sure the home is taken care of, but if this woman is also doing at home shit and she has her own business that she's running and she's doing other things as well, the man sees that, and I feel like he will step in and be like, okay, well, when you can't do XYZ, I'm gonna step in and I'm gonna do XYZ. And then they also have men that just love to cook and they like, look, I won't cook. Like, let me cook. You can go do everything else. You can go
That's
clean
true.
the house, but let me cook.
But he still want her to be the
And he
peace
wants
though.
him to be right.
Yeah.
And he don't want her to be
He can still have
combative.
And
that. He
that's
can still have that.
and that's where not feeding into gender roles or gender tags come in. Because I mean, the way it work in our house, whoever get the fuck to it first, that's who do it.
Right.
Like, ain't no, oh, you the woman, you supposed to do XYZ. Like, he know that I have a lot going on, and I don't, I don't feel pressured per se to fit into what women should be doing in the home.
Okay.
It's not, oh, you got to do this. You the man, you supposed to do this. Or, oh, you the woman, you supposed to do this.
You don't feel pressure, but you feel like you want to do it.
You
like,
pull your equal part in the relationship. You just can't leave shit just hanging.
I never wanted to feel like it's a chore. Like I want to feel like it's this is how life is, and this is how we're doing this.
That notion of not feeding into gender tags or gender roles helps keeps the peace in our home, because it's not you supposed to do this or you got to do this or I'm supposed to do this or whatever the case may be. We understand that both of our lives are different. It's not if I'm not home, where you at? Text messages, calling, where you at? Oh, well, you was supposed to be home. It's never none of that shit. It's trust, again, stability, communication, compromise, and again, the big one, patience.
Right.
You know that this person is this way. You not supposed to be like, you can't. It's logically impossible for you to be like, okay, I don't want you to go here, here, and here. I don't want you to be around this person or this person. Or in our case, merging friends, learning how to not merge your friends, because your friends.
Can I answer something? Unless it's a really fucked up ass individual and you really just don't need to be with that person. Like,
absolutely.
In
situations where in past situations, I'm gonna speak. In past situations, I've been with somebody that's been insecure about where you at, don't like my friends. Why you? I even had a nigga.
That's almost insane.
I had a nigga was like, "Why you at the gym so long, bitch? I'm trying to improve my health."
That's a different type of nigga.
That's my word for 2021 has been psychotic, and that is psychotic.
That's psychotic.
Very much so.
Hey y'all, it is your girl TDB coming to wrap up part 1 of Navigating Relationships with Isaiah. We hope that you are enjoying this episode so far as much as we enjoy recording it. Please make sure to pick up those gems, but leave the crumbs on the floor. So tap in next week for the midweek jokes, and we can't wait to share more with you guys. Until next time, peace.